In page number 242, there is a table 12.24, recommended series of module. So this is only for bevel gears. In previous sessions for spur gear helical, we were considering one module table. For bevel gear, we have to consider this table. In problem, I have got the value of module as 3.31 mm. So I will consider the standard value as 4 mm. So you can note that modules within the brackets are of second preference. So if this is first preference, then the value in brackets, it is second preference. So here I will consider the value 4 as my standard module. M is equal to 4 mm from table 12.24, page number 242. So this is the value of my module now. Now once I'll get the module, I will find the values. Now first we'll find the number of teeth Z1. Z1 equals D1 by M. So D1 is 80, module is 4. So it is 20. Z1 is equal to 20. Similarly, I'll find Z2. Z2 is D2M. D2 is 280 divided by 4. Z2 is 70 teeth. We shall find the virtual number of teeth. Zd1 equals Z1 by cos delta 1. So Z1 is 20 by cos delta 1. Delta 1 is 15.95. The value of Zd1 is equal to 20.8. Similarly, Ze2 equals Z2 by cos delta 2. It is 254.73. So value of face width B is 50 mm. We have found out the value of face width B as 50 mm. So that is the value. We are finalizing that value only. Next, we'll check for sigma D1 now. We'll check for sigma D. We have sigma D is equal to Ft divided by mcv by into L divided by L minus B. This formula we have, it is from 12.37, page number 218. In page number 218, you can see the equation for Ft, page number 12.37. Ft is equal to, I am taking this equation, sigma d Cv B by M into L minus B by L. So in this value, we had assumed some functions such as Cv. Now we shall find the actual value. So y is equal to pi y1. This value we had found out for the teeth which I had assumed, but now I have got the actual number of teeth, so we will find this value. Pi into 0.124 minus 4 by, here Ze1, so in place of Ze1 I will put 20.8. My value for y is 0.2862. So sigma d1 is equal to 994.04. The obtained value is 48 MPa and it is less than 55 MPa given in the question. So the allowable stress is more than the working stress, so the design is safe. We can proceed further. We'll write the value. Since calculated values are less than permissible value, the design is safe. This comment we have to write, and we'll proceed further. Now next we shall find the value of FD, dynamic tooth load FD. So it is obtained from page number 219. Page number 219. You can see FD is equal to FT plus this value of 12.40. So here you can see that same as per gear, equation 12.12. So for K3 they have given some value 20.67, so that is same as per gear. Here they have given the note. Equation 12.40, page number 219. So for K3 it is 20.67. It is same as they have given the note as same as per gear. So I am taking K3 as 20.67. I need to find the value of C. So to find, we'll refer the data handbook, and there is one table to find the value of error. So here this is also same as per gear. So you can see maximum allowable error. The velocity which we have got is 5.03 meter per second. So here you can see that 5 or 6. So for 5 I'll take 0.064, and for error 0.064, error 0.06.08 is there. I'll take for 0.06, and in question they have given 14.5 degree tooth form, and the materials is cast steel. The material is cast iron, so we'll consider here cast iron for 14.5 degree 0.06. I'll consider the value of a C as 331.3. I'll consider C as 331.3. For E is equal to 0.06. What is the value of C? For E is equal to 0.064. I need the value of error for 0.064. This value is from table 12.14 page number 237 and table 12.12 page number 236. So this is nothing but direct cross multiplication. 331.3 into 0.064 divided by 0.06. So the value of C which I will get as 353.39. So the value of C is 353.39. Now we shall substitute this value in FD and we'll find the value of dynamic tooth load FD. So the dynamic tooth load FD I'll get as 9060 Newton. Next we'll find the value of wear load FW. So wear load, the equation is obtained from data handbook. Here you can see wear load, page number 219, equation 12.41. And for QE we have to take 2ZE2 by ZE2 plus ZE1. So this is the virtual number of teeth we have to consider. QE is equal to 2ZE2 by ZE2 plus ZE1. So this is, both the equations are obtained from data handbook. Equation 12.41, page number 219. First we'll find QE. 2ZE2. ZE2 is 254.73 by ZE2 plus ZE1. 254.73 plus 20.8. So QE value I'll get as 1.85. Now I'll find FW. So for FW we need to find the value of K. So we'll consider the value of K from data handbook. In page number 229, table 12.16, they have given the value for K for 14.5 degree and 20 degree. Our material given in the question is cast iron. For both pinion and gear it is cast iron, and the hardness is 180. You can see that BHN is 180 and 180, and the value of K for 14.5 degree gear tooth system, the Pressure angle given is 14.5 degree. So we shall consider this column, and the value is 1.324. The value of K is 1.324. From table 12.16, page number 239, we have considered the value of K. Now we shall find the wear load FW. $80 into 50 into 1.85 to 1.324 divided by cos delta 1. Delta 1 is 15.95. So wear load FW, I'll get the value as 10.18 kilonewton. So it is greater than FD. Wear load is greater than dynamic load. So therefore design is safe. Material is safe against wear. If FW is less than FD, then the procedure what we have to employ is we have to again find the value of K, so that we will get the value of FW is greater than FD. This type of problem we have solved in spur gear and helical gears. So that procedure is same for the bevel gears also. Thank you guys.